Hey guys, today I'm gonna show you our Chinese diesel heater. We bought the thing 2 years ago, so this is its third winter and we really love it. Previously we had been using propane heaters, but they weren't nearly as powerful as this one, and they also produce a lot of CO2 and make for very bad ambient air. Since this unit combusts in a closed chamber and then exhausts outside, the air quality is much better. Let's get to how it works and what you need to set one up. Essentially, it's a diesel heater. It's got a 2.5 to 3 liter fuel tank. They say it's 5 liter, but that's a complete lie. And an advertised output of 8 kilowatts. To run the diesel pump, it requires 12 volt power. So the easiest way to power it is by using a 12 volt power supply with a car plug like this one here, which has a car adapter female plug on it. And you will also need a male plug for the diesel heater, since it, as you can see, only comes with 2 wires. The heater pulls about 130 watts on startup and on cooldown, funnily enough, and then continues 11 to 45 watts depending on your power setting, so you just need to make sure your power supply can handle that. For the exhaust, they give you just a very short pipe and a muffler, which actually helps a lot, even though it looks pretty fake. And unless you install them in a car, you will need an extension for the exhaust. We put ours in this rack and covered the exhaust with this heat protection band, so that works quite well. It doesn't get very hot, so it's pretty easy to manage. The fuel consumption is advertised at 0.18 to 0.48 liters per hour, and that pretty much checks out. We run it at full power for the first hour and then turn it back to about half, and that pretty much gets you through a day without refueling. That makes it quite a bit cheaper than a propane heater, and the fuel is much easier to get, at least here, and it's also easier to store. As I said before, the air quality is also much better and can be used in smaller spaces without ventilation, provided that the exhaust is properly managed. We have a carbon monoxide alarm next to it, and I would recommend you get one too, just in case there is an exhaust leak somewhere or something is going wrong. Now let's get to the operation, which is in general very easy. You pretty much only fill it up with diesel and push the on button, and it will then start the starting sequence, and after about a minute you should hear the diesel pump ticking. We can choose the desired power right away. It goes from 1.7 to 5.5 Hertz, which I think is the frequency of the diesel pump. It's already running after a few minutes and we have nice warm air coming out. We did, as you can see here, we did shorten the exhaust pipe quite a bit, because we noticed that a lot of the heat was actually going into this pipe and then radiating to the top, and it wasn't getting pushed out into our room, which is quite large. So that actually helped a lot to, so you just keep this basically as short as possible. This is about 20-25 centimeters, so it's still enough to direct the air properly, but not so much that you lose a lot of it in just getting radiated out the top right in front of the heater. This room is about 150 cubic meters. And after about an hour, we are from 1 to 2 degrees Celsius to about 10. And it maxes out at 20 degrees Celsius during the day, which is really awesome. When you turn it off, just press the on button again and it will start to flush out the remaining exhaust gas and cool down the heater. But it's very important to not cut the power to it before it's done, because then exhaust gas will leak out of the intake into your room. Ask me how I know. It comes with a remote for controlling the heater, but ours didn't really work, so we threw it away. If you need proper control of the unit, there are aftermarket solutions like the Afterburner, which is a controller with a lot more functionality and diagnostic data like fuel consumption logs and logs of the total runtime of the machine. For our shop use, the stock controller is fine though. So that was pretty much it. After 2 years, we never had any issues with it. We just pulled it out of a placemat, plunked it on this rack, and it's good to go. And in my opinion, one of the best solutions for heating a workshop. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something and found the video interesting. If you did, consider subscribing, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.